In part 2 of lecture 5, we will discuss using the LL1 parse tree. Once the grammar is in LL1 form, we create a table that will show which production we use in parsing or deriving from that non-terminal based on a particular look-ahead token. For example, if we're looking at E, and the look-ahead that we're looking at is open parenthesis or identifier or constant, we'll use production 1. E derives TE prime. T and E prime will be the children for E. If the non-terminal in question is E prime, in the case of the look-ahead plus, it will be production 2. E prime derives plus TE prime, and the plus, the T and the E prime, will be the children for E prime. If, on the other hand, it is close parenthesis or end of file marker, it would be production 3. E prime derives the empty string. In this way, we will go through it, and you can see here that all 9 productions are represented here for the 5 different non-terminals and for the 7 different tokens that we may have. All the tokens, whether they ever appear at the beginning of a right sentential form or not, have to be represented here, just in case we reach one and it turns out to be by mistake. We're going to parse the expression 3 times x plus y. Our parse tree initially will be simply the start symbol, which is E. Our look-ahead token is constant. And if you remember back on what we had before, the non-terminal E and the token constant will give us production 1. E derives TE prime. Now we'll move, continuing down in our pre-order traversal, we will go to T. We will take a look at T. The token still remains constant. T and constant will give us production 4. T derives FT prime. We continue our pre-order traversal from T going down to F. F, together with the look-ahead token of constant, takes us to production 8. F derives constant. We now match the constant token that we have there with our look-ahead, and we now need a new look-ahead. A new look-ahead now is asterisk. We're now looking at T prime. T prime, together with the look-ahead of asterisk, gives us production 5, which is T prime derives times FT prime. Moving down, we now match our token on the tree of times with the look-ahead of times, so we need to get the next look-ahead, which will be ID. The node that we're at holds the non-terminal F, and the look-ahead character is identifier. That gives us production 7. Factor derives identifier, and you can see that added to the tree. After this, we go over to T prime. The look-ahead is plus, and T prime being the non-terminal, we are going to production 6, which is T prime derives the empty string. Right now, we are at the right child of the root of the tree, which is the non-terminal E prime. Currently, the look-ahead token that we have is plus. The non-terminal E prime and the token plus gives us production 2. E prime derives plus T E prime. We now have match up the plus sign on the tree. With our look-ahead, we get the next look-ahead, which is identifier. We now are looking at T and the look-ahead token identifier. That gives us production 4, which is T derives FT prime. We continue now with the non-terminal F, and the look-ahead token is ID, which takes us to production 7. F derives ID. We then move over to T prime, The token, now that we used up ID, is the end of file marker. We've reached the end of it. The T prime together with the end of file marker gives us T derives at the empty string. We go up to E prime, and again E prime together with the end of file marker gives us E derives the empty string, which is production 3. At this point, our parse tree is complete.